Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. I'll be a no today for Kelvin, Norman, and Greg Boss. Victims, not statistics. Victims traveling on Colorado roads going about their day when another driver turned anger into violence. This was not a crash, it was a chain of decisions that were deadly. The road rage driver was tailgated, aggressively pursuing vehicles, cutting off and brake checking. And then, a forced loss of control, a collision. 2 deaths. After the crash, the 34-year-old killer says he was pleased with his handiwork. He told a witness on the scene that the victim who died got what he deserved and what he had coming. The jury convicted him of murder with extreme indifference to the value of human life. He just wanted to take a life on the road. He weaponized a vehicle, created deadly risk to everyone on the road that would almost certainly cause death. But change one fact. If only one person had died, say Kelvin Norman. Kelvin was a professional soccer player inducted into the Colorado Soccer Hall of Fame in 2007 for his professional contribution as well as his work among youth soccer community in Colorado. He is remembered by Colorado Rapids Youth Soccer Club, where he coached teenage boys. Same conduct, same decisions, same risk. Under this bill, Kelvin's death would only be second-degree murder. Or if only Greg Boss had died. Greg was a United States Postal Service worker who was only 35 years old. He is survived by and loved by his parents, brothers, and girlfriends. Was his life worth less because it was only one? Members, we should not write a law where the identical conduct, identical choices to create deadly risk to anyone on the road is judged differently based on how many people happen to die. If someone can turn a vehicle into a weapon, force a crash, kill a person, and whether it is first-degree murder depends only on how many people died, are we judging conduct, or counting bodies? I think it is important to recognize the efforts of the sponsors, but now it is time for the body to do its job, because if there is abuse in the system, then we must address that abuse in the application of the law, not by abandoning justice itself. We once understood proportionality clearly. The first articulation of life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, arises in the law protecting the vulnerable, including the expectant mother and the child she carries. From the beginning, proportional justice was tied to the protection of innocent life. Leviticus makes it even clearer: fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, and whoever takes the human life shall surely be put to death. That principle was not barbarism, it was restraint. It meant punishment should fit the gravity of the offense, no more and no less. But somewhere along the line, we abandoned that standard. We began treating the destruction of the innocent as though it were negotiable, as though the permanent loss suffered by a victim could be balanced by a temporary punishment for the offender. We cannot claim proportionality if we reduce the punishment for taking a life while expanding punishment elsewhere for lesser harms. This is not justice, it is inversion. Some argue that life imprisonment is too severe, that offenders deserve a second chance. But life in prison is a second chance. It is a chance that the victim was never given. It is the opportunity to continue living while restrained from violating the lives of others. The victim received no such chance. And the public should not be forced to bear the risk of creating yet another victim in pursuit of someone else's second opportunity to offend. A second chance cannot mean the possibility of a second offense. Our sworn duty as legislators is not first to the offenders. It is to secure the certain self-evident creator-endowed rights of the innocent: the right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, the right to safety. When someone commits homicide with extreme indifference, they have shown that everyone is a potential target. And let us be clear, extreme indifference is indifferent to the victim. Whether someone was specifically targeted or randomly killed does not matter to the dead. It does not matter to their families. It does not matter to the child who grows up without a parent or a parent without a child. Only one: victim. For that victim, it was 100%, and that is why justice is symbolized by scales and why justice is blind. Justice, being blind, does not mean justice is indifferent. It means justice does not play favorites. The ancient command was clear: do not favor the poor, do not show deference to the rich, do not bend justice for sympathy, for status, for politics, for convenience. Justice does not weigh one job against one life. It does not balance economic preference against the image of God. Justice is blind because innocent life is not negotiable. Historically, murder was treated as a capital offense because it was the striking down of the image of God himself. That is the gravity. All other considerations are minor. So I ask, how do we explain to the family of the next victim that their loved one was simply the price of giving someone else a second chance? How do we justify releasing into society someone whose conduct that says everyone is a target? As the old saying goes, we do not punish horse thieves for stealing horses, but that horses might not be stolen. Likewise, we do not punish homicide merely to avenge the dead, but to protect the living. Justice requires proportionality, and that proportionality means that when a life is taken with extreme indifference to human life itself, society must respond with equal seriousness, not leniency disguised as compassion, because mercy for the killer becomes cruelty for the innocent. I'm a no.